We're back. Alright, sorry for that technical difficulty. Looks like the opponent is just, probably because we didn't immediately make a play anyway. Alright, so from here, now what's interesting about lightning striking here is that I could lightning strike before attacking. I think I'm just gonna... Now the one thing that's really nice about that is hopefully I can... Well, I'm not gonna be able to recycle with that spike trap anyway, so I'm just going to attack here. If my opponent decides to block with both, I'll lightning strike the wolf token. Alright. Yeah. Cool. Alright. See if they decide to double block. Tough decision. It's possible they have something like, well, they're probably just deciding whether to double block or not. It's a little risky to double block here. Alright. I am going to take advantage. It's possible they have a lot of cards that kill a wolf token in their deck, and maybe they're thinking it's unlikely I have one, or maybe they have a what's it called? Something like that. Yeah. Something to even the odds. Well, I'm not going to play either of my other cards, so we're going to let that happen. Now, what's really interesting here is I can still spike trap to recycle, and then frantic digging to discard whatever we draw to draw a card and recycle. So I will definitely have some options. And if I get a 0-cost card, then I can frantic digging to discard nothing and draw a card and recycle, and that would be amazing. Amazing. I gotta say, frantic digging is probably just one of the cards that I love the most. Although it's not flashy, so I can't really tell people frantic digging is my favorite card. Alright, I think we are going to go for it. Let's just spike trap this one. We'll leave the Fire Spirit because it does the most. Might have reusable knowledge in my deck, and that was a mistake. That is alright though. I mean, we could Rain of Fire and then frantic digging. I think we're probably just going to draw 2 with Rain of Fire. Otherwise, we have to deal 3 damage to ourselves. Does not seem worth it. I'm just going to draw 2 right away in case I draw 2 into a card that matters. Now, I think that my deck no longer has any wild cards in it. So this T-Rex is always just going to be a 12-10. It's a sad, sad T-Rex. Yeah. Well, I mean, in that case, maybe I should just... Well, I probably shouldn't have passed the block events. That's alright, though. I think we're just going to take it and start our turn. Alright. Alright, starting the turn. I think probably it just made sense to frantic digging this right away because this card is probably not worth my gold almost ever because it's just going to be a 12-10. No special abilities or anything. Alright, so we have reusable knowledge in hand, so let's just keep the cards that we're most likely to get back. Probably those 2. And then here, I'm going to make some demon tokens. Quite nice. And this is what I'm talking about. If I play Royal Escort here, Royal Escort is about equal in terms of nests that my opponent wants to remove as all of my other cards. I mean, Raxa is doing more than these demon tokens, but the Royal Escort doesn't really protect anything in my deck, so it's not really a good fit for it. If we had a Necromancer Lord in play, though, do I have? I think I have Necromancer Lord in my deck. Yeah, well, anyway, Necromancer Lord, that would be a great card to have with this Royal Escort. Alright, so it looks like the opponent's turn. They're probably... Alright, they're going to Drain Essence the Raxor right away. It's an interesting play. I think I probably would have attacked with the Drakus Enforcer before doing that. Just because, although I suppose this does play around Royal Escort. But most of the time, if my opponent attacked me for here, then with the 7, I would just take the 7 before doing anything, or maybe I would react and they would get more information. Like what if right now they attack me with this Drakus Enforcer and I just slam down a surprise attack into a bigger airborne champion? That would be sad for them. Okay, well, I kind of just want to start my turn, honestly. I'm basically, right now I'm going to take 9 in the air, and that's pretty unavoidable. I could get Spike Trap back, and then I'm taking 5 in the air, and drawing 2 cards. I guess that's pretty reasonable. Alright, it's even better now that I have this Watchful Gargoyle. The reason that I think this play is better is because if my opponent decides to attack me with both of these, then I can at least attack them back. And even though taking the 7 is pretty dangerous considering I'm at 26, I'm going to have to deal damage to them to win. I don't think I'm going to deck out. And they do have Grave Demon in their deck, which means that it's basically impossible for me to win by decking out. Yeah, so, alright, that's fine. I think we are just going to spend both of our cycles here and Spike Trap it. It's a little risky, but it gives us a lot of advantage for this Watchful Gargoyle. So, yeah, we're going to do that. Don't think I have anything else that uses anything by Discard Pile besides that Reusable Knowledge. I have the... Alright, I'm going to put the Spike Trap. See if I manage each attacking champion. I'm just going to do this now because basically it's nice to use recycles when they give you an advantage, just in case for some reason my opponent decides not to attack with this Faithful Pegasus. In fact, they did decide not to there. It's just good to get value out of your recycles if you think that there's a good place for you to get value. I don't want to be greedy and hold on to them and then get my discard pile banished or something else like that. So what's really interesting here is I could play Secret Legion and Revolt for 7 3/1s. That would be 21 damage. But I think it's pretty risky. My opponent's gold would have to be down for me to even consider that. But I don't think I've seen Flashfire. So the chance that my opponent has Flashfire is actually pretty high. It's much safer for me to just play this Silver Dragon here. Or Wither. Alright, they're going to banish that. Yeah, I think I am just going to break target champion, and the player whose turn it is puts a demon token into play. I'm doing this before blocks so that my opponent either takes 4 or blocks with something else. Now, I'm actually in a very good position here because my opponent only has 1 card in hand. And even though I have less health, I have a pretty good array of options here. I can slap down Royal Escort and gain some health back, and then on my turn I can play Silver Dragon to gain more health. Or if they don't deal with these demon tokens, then I can just draw cards with Secret Legion. And I have another draw 2 in the event that I draw 3 cards that don't draw me any cards. So they're going to play Sea Titan. Now, one thing my hand does not have is Board Wipe. And it looks like Angel of Death is my only Board Wipe in my deck, so that's going to be tricky to use. Now, I don't want to play the Royal Escort anymore because it doesn't actually do anything against that Sea Titan. So I'm just going to draw 2 with Secret Legion here. It turns out this Angel of Light is actually working out pretty well in my deck. If I was this opponent here, I probably would attack for 2 with that Faithful Pegasus right now. Just 3 damage. Alright, so I'm going to play this Silver Dragon, even though there's no tokens, just because I want to draw a card. And then pass. Your opponent's at 1 card in hand, you want to play more aggressively than you normally would. But they might not even have gold to spend on my turn. They're going to play Angel of Mercy, and I'm going to be very sad, because I don't have a way to touch the discard pile. They're going to get back that... Getting back Avenger of Covenant isn't too bad. I think that getting a Faithful Pegasus right now would be more relevant, since the main thing they're worried about is actually the Board Wipe. So whatever card they just drew off this Jungle Queen is what they have in their hand right now. So they're just top decking. If I can get another evil card, I can just clear the board with Angel of Death, which is going to be my game plan. Probably going to draw 2 with Revolt and block the Sea Titan with my Demon token. I could engineer some kind of triple block. Oh, they're just going to play Guild Demon. Alright. So it's really, the thing is, I actually think it's usually not a good play to empty the last hand card in your hand, because then your opponent knows that you don't have anything. And because this is a top deck, I have no information. It could be a gold card that they can play on their turn, or it might not be that. So let's see. I am tempted to just change my strategy. So if I play Revolt to make a human token and it has 3 attack, and then Silver Dragon will have +2 attack, which will make it 11. So the Revolt plus Silver Dragon can take down Sea Titan. Yeah, this is such a good board to board clear on though. I don't think I can afford to do that. So yeah, I'll just take 3 here. Draw 2 cards with Fumble probably. I guess I would rather have Fumble in my hand than Revolt, so I'll just draw 2 with Revolt. I'm just going to draw 2 right away because my opponent's gold's down and I know what they have, so if I happen to get something that I want to play right away, then I could do that. I'm going to take the 3 here because I think my opponent should probably just attack with most of their things. Alright, so in this position I'm just blocking the Demon token. The reason is if I can get my opponent into a position where I can attack with this Silver Dragon and get in for damage, then that would be fantastic. I don't think that's very likely to happen. Like, probably they'll attack with Faithful Pegasus here, or rather, probably they won't attack with anything else here. Oh, alright, they're attacking with Faithful Pegasus, so I'm going to block that. The reason is, if they want to attack me for 4, I'll gladly take 4, deal 9 damage to them. And they probably will attack me for 4 here, based on their strategy so far. And then after they hit me for 4, my turn will start, I'll attack them for 9, and then I'll use Angel of Death to break all champions. Alright. It's fine. I could fumble here to save 4 health, but I think I'll get more than 4 health out of it eventually. So yeah, I'm going to attack for 9. I think in this position, it's going to be very hard for my opponent to come back. They're going to be at, 26 versus my 19, so they have a 7 health lead. But I have a 7 card lead in hand, and they don't have any champions in play. So I imagine this is probably going to be it. I'm going to play this Angel of Light to gain 10, just in case they have some kind of weird lightning storm shenanigans. They're just going to make 3 wolves. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do this. Gain some health. I also have loyalty 2 right now, which is convenient. So I'm going to do it while I still have loyalty 2. And this way I can get in for 11. So this is what I was talking about, how just airborne ambush champions can sometimes be very valuable. This just happens to be a very, very good example of that situation. So I will attack with both of my airborne champions. And then I don't need to play conservatively because my opponent has no cards in hand. So I'll play the Citadel Scholar to recycle, and then Palace Guard to remove the big thing. And I should just be able to block any of these wolves that attack. I am actually in a position where I might get close to drawing out my deck. They have 16 cards left. I can draw 2 cards every turn. But I'm not going to play towards that. Let's Citadel Scholar first, in case you recycle for something that's really useful. Alright, that is not really useful. I'll banish that, and I mean, I'll just come in for 5. I think I want to push my advantage. This is a bit greedy, but I think in this situation, I just don't need to, I don't need to worry. They could have, I guess they could have Inheritance of the Meek. I would get really blown out by Inheritance of the Meek. But otherwise, they might play like an Ancient Chant here or something and start refilling their hand. Yeah, that's going to be it. Okay. So that's the game. Alright. Yeah, I'll fire up another French. What time is it? Play at least one more. Yes, I will definitely change that. I noticed, I actually noticed after I started, I remember someone telling me about that today, but unfortunately I just didn't want to stop the stream and then change it and then start it. But considering that I have already dropped a couple of times, I think maybe it would have been fine, but we'll just do that next time. Alright, so, but thank you for the comment, Rob's Gaming Table. Alright, so here, we're playing Constructed. This is the deck that I just made a little earlier. So it's a Sage Beatdown deck that plays Steel Golem, Helion, and Warrior Golem, I think are going to be the all-stars in this deck, but we'll see, and Ice Drake, those four. We're gonna see. So I'm going first. Unfortunately, I don't have the most exciting hand, but I think I just want to keep most of it. I think, yeah. I mean, we could try and find a more on-turn play here. Just toss the Vanishing. Well, Vanishing might be really good. Just toss. Well, I also really like Force Mage Apprentice. We'll keep one. Alright, we got more of the same. I think I'm gonna play this Urgent Messengers on my turn. Urgent Messengers, most of the time, I would almost never swim a gold first to draw 2. But I make a special exception for Urgent Messengers, which draws 2 cards, but also makes it hard for the opponent to punish me by playing a normal ambush champion. And I have a Vanishing here, so I actually have 2 Vanishings. So I'm not too scared of whatever they're going to do. Now, I am kind of scared now. Alright, let's see. What do we want to do about that? So I think we may just want a Vanishing, which is a little sad. But if my opponent just plays Pyrosaur and attacks me, I'm going to be taking way too much damage. So I can't take that. I have to Vanishing here. Fortunately, my opponent is going to draw a lot of cards, but that will be okay. If I don't return that to hand there, they play Pyrosaur and they hit me for a 10, and then they hit me for 12. So can't have that happen, basically. And if they Pyrosaur me here, I'm just going to draw 2 cards with Vanishing and take it. I could Flame Strike to kill it and also not take 6, but I need a bigger hand. And the Force Mage Apprentices can take it out. I'm going to take some damage here. But I need to draw some more cards. So I'm going to draw 2, take some damage. Hopefully I don't have a Go Wild to punish me. Or I guess it would have to be something like Rage plus Go Wild. Brave Squire Go Wilds. Alright, I'm going to start my turn. Okay. Now, I don't actually have to play Force Mage here. I mean, Blue Dragon. So I think I won't. I think I'm just going to Force Mage and Keeper's Secrets. Deal 2 damage to that. Play Misguide Heralds. Prepare Force Mage Apprentice. Let's see what we get off this. We're getting a Misguide Herald. Then recycle. Get rid of 2 Vanishings because we have Lesson Learned in our deck. Then we hit a Misguide Herald again. Then we hit a Misguide Herald again. Then we're going to Steel Golem. Alright, we just did something disgusting. And we will reveal both of those. Finish this card off. Shut our opponent off of Recycle by getting rid of the... I don't know if I want to play around Surprise Attack or Pyrosaur more. Probably Surprise Attack. And then come in, I'll just play around Lesson Learned basically. And then I'll come in for 13 here. We have this Wolf's Bite, so actually, if we see a really good opportunity to do it, like if the opponent just tosses Imbue in the way, I might just Wolf Spite without recycling. Alright, they're gonna Hurricane to deal 9 to all. So maybe they have Spike Trap? No? Steel Golem's just getting in there. Alright. Steel Golem. Steel Golem is is showing us its metal. No? M-E-T-T. Wait. Yeah, L-E, right? That's how you spell it? Alright, they're gonna try the same trick on us. We're gonna play this Wolf Spite here as a jump blocker, basically. We're gonna get rid of 2 misguides because they're not doing anything for us. We'll see if this works. They fall for it. Honestly, if they just have Rage right now, we lose. If they have anything that kills this wolf, we probably also lose. But we'll see. Maybe they have nothing. Maybe they just have... Alright, they have Rage. So right now, we're going to 2. But maybe we'll be fine. Maybe they won't have 2 damage at all. Alright, let's dome them for 8. Alright, if our turn starts, we win. We have 10, and we have 10 right here. This is Sage Beatdown right here. Alright, we just burned them out. These games have been pretty ridiculous. So far, it seems like everyone is on this play giant monsters strategy. Seeing a lot of that. If anyone has an idea for a card that they want to see built around, or maybe a deck that you want to see changed up a little bit or played with, then message me in chat right here, and I'll do that after this game. Alright, enemy turn. So they're going first. So... I really like this Hunting Raptors. Maybe we can make it work. Unfortunately, this hand is not looking great because we do need a playoff turn. So I don't want to toss Hunting Raptors in case we don't get anything. So I'm just going to try and find loyalty 2 for the Hunting Raptors. Alright, we found it. I don't have a draw 2, but this hand is fine. I can Hunting Raptors, loyalty 2. And then I can White Knight on my turn, maybe give it Blitz. And I've got a Banish All or make a bunch of jump blockers. And both of these other 2 can be perfectly serviceable. This is a 10 attack blitzing champion that is difficult to block. Wolf's Companion. I'm not sure how we're going to use this yet, but maybe I have seen times where it just lets you trade where you wouldn't have. So like a Raging T-Rex gets blocked by a Sea Titan, and then instead of the T-Rex dying, the Sea Titan dies. I just think it's funny when just a tiny little buff makes one slightly smaller big champion kill a slightly bigger big champion. Alright. H20 Tor. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Maybe H2O Tor or H20 Tor. I feel like there's something maybe it's supposed to be. I'm not sure. Alright, they're gonna play Noble Martyr. We've got the perfect counter here for Noble Martyr because Hunting Raptors deals 4 damage. So unfortunately for our opponent, we just got very lucky with the card that we had in our random 30 hand was actually the perfect counter to the card that they played immediately. But I think in general, Blitz Champions are something that I want to save for my opponent's gold down if possible. But they are in random 30. You can sometimes just get away with using them and attacking. I'm gonna shoot my opponent for 4 here, and I think I am just gonna play. I kind of want to play nothing. It's kind of a weird play here. I might play a Thrasher Demon and get in. I mean, I think the only thing is I don't want to play into a board wipe here, like a banish all or break all. So I don't really want to also commit white knight to this board. But if my opponent spends a gold on this, then I will absolutely play. All right, and they did. I will absolutely hit them for 10. This. Now we are in a little bit of a precarious position here because we only off-turn play is going to be either making 5 human tokens or a wolf and putting this back in our hand. So hopefully making 5 human tokens turns out to be a good play. We're living on the edge with this random 30. Alright, they're going to play Citadel Scholar and banish both. So if you see this gray box right here, that means it does something in the discard pile. So if it's in the discard pile and you play a good card, you get 5 humans. Totally reasonable for them to make that play there. I'm going to make my 5 humans. I'm not sure if I should, but I'm going to do it. I think what I'm going to do is a little strange.